back to my channel. If this is your first time here, nice to meet you. My name is Valentina. On today's video, we're going to be doing a tutorial slash review slash unboxing. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that I did an unboxing for a Pixi box that I received a few weeks ago for Valentine's Day, and I wanted to do a dedicated video to the shadows that I received by Pixi. Pixi is one of my favorite brands, so I decided, why not, let's just put them to the test on a video, do a little tutorial, and then share with you guys, what I think of them. So let's get started. As usual, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's start. Okay, so this is the look that I achieved by some of the palettes that I received. This is the box. It looks a little dirty because I did my makeup on top of this box because I'm not a smart cookie sometimes. And this is the beautiful box that I received. Thank you so much, Pixi. You guys are just... everything about the aesthetic of Pixi is beautiful. As you guys can tell, I'm like vibing with the pinks lately. So this is the box. It looks a little dirty. Sorry about that. I already mentioned that. And when you open the box, this is what you see. There's two palettes and a little makeup brush case. It kind of looks like a sunglass case, but I'm not mad at it. I think it's really, really cute. And then you also see some little hearts on this side with all of the Pixi handles. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna pull the case out so you guys can see it. So this is the case. I already pulled the brushes out because I use them for the tutorial that I have for the makeup that I have on right now. This is the makeup that I achieved by using the palettes. So they came in this little box. This is what it looks like. So cute. And then these are the three brushes that I received. I received E01, which would be this detailing one. And then I also got E02, which is this fluffy one that I love. And then I also received E03, which is more of like a small detail brush. Not like a shader brush. You guys get it. Like a small blend-in. I guess you could really put pigments on the outer corner of your crease. So these are the three brushes that I received. So far, so good. I've used them on this tutorial. I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about it later. And then I also received two palettes. I believe this is called the Eye Reflection Shadow Palette. They're both called Eye Reflection, so I think that's like the whole theme with these two palettes. Yep. These are two Eye Reflection eyeshadow palettes. This one is the Reflex Light, which will be more on the warm tones. You guys know my favorites. This is what it looks like. Let me open it. Look how pretty. I use this color and I can tell you guys it's just amazing. I love it. So this is the warm color palette. And then we also got a cool tone palette. This is what it looks like. This one's called Natural Beauty. Okay guys, so as usual, let's jump into the swatches. I'm going to show you guys all the colors of this palette. We're going to do obviously cool tones first and then warm tones, or yeah, warm tones, cool tones first and then warm tones. And then I'll come back to kind of show you guys how to achieve this look. I'm going to try to include a little bit of a longer tutorial just because I do want you guys to get a little bit of how do I apply the shadows that I have on my eyes and how they are applying on my eyes, because that's the main reason why I include the tutorial, because I want to show you guys how they perform on the eyes as well. So let's jump into the swatches. We'll do a quick tutorial and then I'll come back to give you guys my final review. All right, guys, so let's begin talking about the brushes. As I mentioned in the beginning of the menu of the video, I received E01, E02, and E03. This is E01, would be more a detail shader brush. I'm not a huge fan of these brushes, I have to be honest with you guys. I do use them to apply color underneath my eye here, but I don't really find them useful. I do like these brushes. If you own anything by Eco Tools, these are very similar in not texture, and like the material that they use for the handles, and even the bristles, they're similar to Eco Tool brushes. My favorite out of the three is this one. I think this one's worth every cent, just because it's so fluffy and it really does an amazing job just kind of blending everything, especially up here where the transition shades. This one I love. I'm going to continue using. This is probably one of the ones that's going to become my favorite, because I don't think I own anything that's like this fluffy at the top. And then this too, this one's more for like color placement, just because you can't blend with this. And then this one will be also for packing on color, probably here on the crease. Not so much for blending, these two are more for like detailing. So keep that in mind. They do have a good quality. I do like them. The bristles don't feel cheap. Honestly, these are really, really nice. I'm gonna put a slide here with the prices, because I don't have any prices here, but I'll obviously make sure that I include it here in the video. And then let's move on to the palettes. I also will be putting the prices on a slide for the palettes. All right, guys, so let's talk about this one. I know I mentioned that this was a cool tone palette. I wouldn't say it's a cool tone. I think I made a little bit of an assumption. I do find that the ones at the top are more rose gold theme. So if you're into rose gold, I think this is a excellent palette for you. I do think the bottom browns are a cool tone, an exception to this one. I think this one does have a little bit of, you know, warmth to it. Still love it. You guys know I'm like a sucker for coppers, so love this shade. One of the things that I do want to mention is I think this palette, out of the two that I received, is probably the most practical one, because it does have 1, 2, 3, 4. It has a few matte shades that I love. I think it's very important for a palette to have matte shades and then also some shimmer shades, just to be able to be versatile and you can use it for any occasion. So I do tend to use my bronzer as a transition shade if I do have a palette that's only shimmers. But you do want to, if you're going to be investing some money, or if you're going to be buying a palette, you want to make sure that you have a few matte shades, just to be able to just put this in your bag and then create a look. So this one out of the two, love that they include some matte shades. And honestly, these colors are super wearable. As you guys can see on this one, the quality of the shadows is amazing. They swatched amazing and they applied on the eyes super, super nice. So do keep that in mind. I do wish that they did include a darker shade, because I do like to have a black on my palettes, just to kind of jazz it up, or even take it from a daytime to a nighttime if I wanted to deepen the outer corner or something like that. But it does include some dark shades, so it's nice. And I do love it. I have to admit, I do recommend it. Now, moving on to the warm palette. You guys know that I'm a sucker for the shades. These are the shades that I think complement my skin better. One of the things that I do have to say, like I mentioned with the other one, this one does not have any matte shades, but the shimmers on this eyeshadows is amazing. They're very foily, if that's a word. You guys understand what I'm trying to say. You guys saw the swatches. These eyeshadows are amazing. They have a really nice texture, very buttery, and they apply on the eyes beautifully. So I do recommend this if you have enough matte palettes, or if you don't mind bringing a matte palette and have this one to complement your looks, just because I do think that these shadows are totally worth it if you want to add a little bit of oomph to your look. So love, love, love. My favorite one from this palette, my favorite two shades are definitely this one, which I include in this look, and then this one. Oh my god, this one is everything. I'll show you guys real fast. Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys seen it, but look at this. Look how beautiful the sheen that this eyeshadows project. So honestly, I think these palettes are definitely worth it. I'm gonna include the price in here so you guys can see how much they are. Like I mentioned, I probably recommend this for someone that doesn't have a lot of makeup and wants to start experimenting with shadows. It does include some matte shades so you can create a lot of looks. If you already own a matte palette, then you can probably go for this one because it does have a lot of unique shadows to just add some extra sparkle. I wouldn't say sparkle, but an extra sheen or oomph to your look. Alright guys, so that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know down below if you are familiar with Pixi, if you're a fan of Pixi like I am. I do have one of their setting sprays. Probably my favorite setting spray from, I guess, drugstore. Actually, my setting spray in general. I don't think I found a dupe for a lot of their setting sprays. I love this Milky Mist one. I love the glowy one. The rose one is amazing as well. So I'm a huge fan of their setting sprays and a huge fan of the brand in general. But this I can add to my collection because I do love them. I will be probably featuring them in future tutorials because I do love the consistency of these shadows. I hope you guys find this helpful. Let me know down below if you're familiar with this brand. If you own anything by them, I would love to try other things. Recommend me some of the things I have tried from this brand that you would like me to try or even put to the test. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Big kisses. Thank you so much for your support as usual. See you later.